Let's now discuss about dbt snapshots. Dbt snapshots are a mechanism designed to track and preserve the history of your data over time. They implement SCD type tools, allowing you to see how records in a mutable source table have evolved during losing their prior states. If I have to simplify this, dbt snapshots are built to create SCD type 2 within your dbt interface. Cool. So let's try to implement that, then only we can learn a lot about that. For that, first I will go to my snapshot folder, and this is the first time we are going to touch this folder as well. I will create a new file here, okay, and I will name that file, let's say customer snapshot, let's say that, okay, and I will name it that .sql. And in the same way, after creating this file, we will create the same templating thing here as well. Okay, so I will say curly braces modulus. As for macros, we used to mention macros. For snapshot, we will mention snapshot. Okay, and as we had started the snapshot, we need to finish the snapshot. And snapshot, first thing is done. Okay, I had created a template for snapshot. Inside this template, I need to provide some configurations. Okay, the configurations are like what will be the schema on what, because we are implementing type 2, right? So now you need to provide some configurations like in which schema you need to implement this type 2, and on which columns this type 2 will be unique, like the primary key here, and what is the strategies and what is the updated date. Don't worry, we are going to do that right away. So I will first say curly braces and I will mention config. Cool. And inside the config, first thing I will mention as target schema. You can also mention target database as well, it's up to you. And I am just skipping the target database and I am just going to my target schema. This time I am not going to use my dbt raw target schema, which is already there in my Snowflake. I am going to create a new schema. Okay, I will name it as, let's say, snapshots. Okay, and next thing we need is unique. What is the primary key for that table on the basis of which it will track SCD type 2, right? SCD type 2 requires a key, right? Customers table have primary key of customer S key. So I will mention that. And after that, the third option it is required is strategy. And this is the backbone of the snapshots. Strategies define how dbt knows if a model has changed. There are two kind of strategies which are provided by dbt. Those are timestamp based strategy, and second one is the check strategy. Okay, timestamp strategy uses updated add column, okay, to determine if a row had actually changed or not. Okay, and the check strategy compares a list of columns between their current and historical values to determine if a row has even changed or not. dbt recommends to use timestamp based strategy, but you can use check strategy as well based on your requirement. I will use timestamp strategy and I will take you to the slide. The timestamp strategy uses an updated add field to determine if a row has changed. If the configured updated add column for a row is most recent than the last time the snapshot ran, then dbt will invalidate the old record and record the new record. If timestamps are not changed, then dbt will not do any kind of actions. Okay, why timestamp is recommended? Because it requires tracking only one column which is updated at. Second is it automatically handles new or removed columns in the source table. And third is it is less prone to error when the table schema evolves over time. Okay, for example, if you are using check strategy, you might need to update the check column configurations if your table schema is drifting. Cool. Let's implement this now. And I had implemented strategy as timestamp. And the fourth thing as timestamp is required is updated add. Okay, in the case of strategy as check, okay, if the strategy is check, I will just add a comment. I also need to mention checks. Okay, but I am not going to do that. You can just do that. It's almost same, just a configuration change. So updated add will be my column which is there in my dim customers table. Okay, and here I need to mention the column name. It can be updated DTDM. It's in your table and you know which column is that column. For me, it is updated at only, so I will mention updated add column, but it varies based on your table. So you need to mention that column here. once you mention that column, you will come out this one and you will apply select star from the actual source from where you need to pull this. So my source is hello. As you know, I had created that in YAML file, and my table is dim customer. Okay, I will mention that here. Cool. And that's it, guys. That's it. This is my first snapshot. Okay, I will save this one, Control S, and now I had saved it. I will run this. I will say dbt Snapshots. It's running. And perfect. It had successfully ran my customer snapshot. Okay, I forget to mention that name. So I had mentioned that and I had edited that part. Whenever you create snapshot or macro, this is default thing that you need to mention the name of the snapshot or macro. Using this name only, you will refer these snapshots into your models. Ran successfully. I will go to my Snowflake. I will just do refresh and I will see a new schema called snapshots here, and I can see my customer snapshots here. So what I will do is I will quickly query this one. I will just select this one and I will say place the name in editor and I will trigger this. Perfect, man. Cool. Very beautiful. So as you can see, till updated at all the columns were present in my customer table, but these 4 new columns are introduced by dbt into my new table. These things, dbt, these columns, valid from, valid to, these columns dbt actually use to track and see the SCD type 2 changes. Okay, now this table is having all the data. Cool. Now what I will do is I will insert a new record. I will say 37 and I will change something in 37. Let's say I will put dot in and I will change the phone number to, let's say, 7778. Okay. And now I am going to insert a new record into my dim customer. Okay. As of now in my snapshots, if I query this customer SK, I will see only one record for 37 customer, right? And now I had inserted the new record for 37. So ideally, this one should be having a valid to date and the new record should be having valid to date as null. Okay, let's run the snapshot again. I will just go and I will just say rerun. And it had successfully ran my snapshot second time. Now I will go and I will query again this table. And as you can clearly see, guys, I am having 2 records. The first record was having dbt valid to for today's date, and the second record, which is the latest record which we had inserted, have dbt valid to as null. This is how dbt snapshot tracks SCD type 2. So sir, is this means that we just need to create a snapshot, we are tracking the SCD type 2s and we are done? Can't we use that in models? You can definitely use them in models, and that's what I am going to do right away. I am going to create a new model and I will say snapshot SCD, let's say type 1. I will implement type 1, but I will also give you the gist of type 2 as well. I will create this one. Okay. Once I create this one, I will also write a script. Okay. I will say with customer, let's say I will create a CTE and I will say select star from, I want to reference this snapshot. Okay. So in order to reference this snapshot, I need to pass the snapshot name here. I will go to my snapshot and I will copy paste this name. And I will pass this name here. Okay. And I had passed it. Cool. Now what I will do, I will create one more CTE on top of this CTE. And I will say select star from my customer. Now, if I just run this, okay, if I say this as select star from final, it will create a table in my Snowflake which is having SCD type 2 changes, right? Because dbt snapshot we had seen, it tracked my SCD type 2, right? So by running this, my SCD type 2 work is done and dusted. But what if I also want to have a type 1 table? In that case, we can just mention a filter here. That's it. We will just say dbt valid 2 is null. This means all the records which are latest, it will pull those records, right? So I will just save this and I will hit run. I will run this one. I will say dbt run my this new snapshots, snapshot SCD type 1. Okay, run this one for me, please. So I will say -s, which I forget, and I will hit enter. And it started running my SQL file, and perfect, it had ran successfully. Now I will go into my Snowflake. I will again refresh it, and I should be able to see that file. See guys, I am able to see that beautiful file. I will just paste here and I will show you that in this one, we will be only having those records whose dbt valid 2 is null. This means all the latest records we are having in this snapshot, and this is how we can implement SCD type 1 using the same SCD type 2 which we had implemented in dbt. Cool? That's pretty much about snapshot, guys. Create your macros, use wherever you want. Create your test, run this, even generic or singular test. Create your snapshots, just use it anywhere you want. So this is the very big advantage which dbt is giving, that is modularity. This is the whole backbone of dbt, man. If dbt is not having modularity, literally no one will be going to use dbt. Thank you so much for watching this video.